afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's video. So what we're working on is a 2001 3500 Dodge Ram, and I'm pretty much doing front suspension on it as far as steering components go. So right here, as you can see, these are all the new pieces. Went ahead and got inner tie rods, just in case these might be flipped around. We'll figure it out when we get on the truck. Just laid them out here. So we're doing pitman and idler arms right there. We got our inner tie rods, little connector boot things, and then outer tie rods. Not sure why these are different. I just noticed that. Kind of odd. I ordered the same part, so I don't know. We'll see if make sure everything hopefully fits up. I'm gonna try and do this without even jacking the truck up. This is a two-wheel drive, so the front's very open. As you can see, no drive shafts to worry about. We're replacing that piece right there. So yeah, it looks like shorter ones go on the outside. So that's the outer, that's the inner. Replacing that. This guy, this bar is still good. It just needs new things. This guy and those right there. So should be pretty straightforward. Way I'm thinking of doing this, we're gonna pop it off the knuckle first, and then we're gonna take it off here, match up the length as close as we can get it. I really don't think this truck is aligned that great to begin with. And then we're gonna go ahead and put the new ones on there. Let's do the same thing on this side, and then we'll do each of these one at a time, and hopefully everything will stay in place and nothing crazy happens. So that's the plan, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get cracking. Shouldn't be too bad, but this is definitely something. I have about a quarter holding the wheel dead center. I can turn it about that much either way. And when I was getting the front tires replaced, it was all jacked up, and I was able to wiggle each knuckle, and there's play in like literally every single one of these joints. So the steering box itself, which is right here, might have a little bit of leakage in it, as well as it could also be loose, but we'll see what this does first, and then we can also tighten that up a little bit like I did on the Avalanche. Yeah, guys, that's the plan. Well, I did not realize how freaking stuck these things are going to be. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take off the two ends, and I'm definitely going to have to take off the wheels and do all that fun stuff. Hopefully I can knock those two out, and then I can take off this entire bar all at once. Also, I didn't realize how freaking huge these bolts are going to be. I have a 19 is the biggest deep socket I got right now, and all of these are bigger than 19. So that kind of sucks, but we're making do. Anyway, so what we're going to go ahead and do now, I got to go ahead and bring the jack and jack stands up, because it's just going to be easier that way to get to that very top one right there. Yeah, I should have known, but I wanted to give it a shot without it. So we're going to go ahead and jack this up real quick, take off the two front wheels, and once that's done, we can go ahead and start pulling the rest of it apart. But yeah, these things are super worn. Like this right here, well, actually that's pretty solid, but this one in particular, like, I don't know if you see how loose that thing is. Should not be able to do that. This top piece is loose. That shouldn't be able to do that at all. So these things are definitely well past due. So that's good we're doing this. See, it is finally out. Pretty much, I had this 3-jaw puller. I'm sure there's a better tool for it, but this thing right here, and it wound up working. It was just a real pain in the butt. I'm not really sure the best tool to get this thing off, but this worked. It did come off. It's just very tight to get these little pieces in here, in between this top piece and the actual bar right here, but it came off. So, as you can see, these are pretty worn out. Definitely seen some better days. This one's actually might not be too bad. Still seems kind of solid, but I'm not going to even mess around with it. So what we're going to go ahead and do now, I mean, this thing is so shot. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is take it on down to the workbench, and I'm going to use that press I have and just pop all these guys out, because I'm really not in the mood to try and deal with this and do it the hard way. And once these come out, trying to think of the best way to do this. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put the new tie rods together and match the lengths for left and right side while it's up here. Then I'll pull it down, pop it off, and then I'll reassemble everything once I get back up here. So that's I think is going to be the best plan. I went ahead and got off the freaking, I think it's the idler arm, and as you can see, it's super worn out. It should not be that loose at all. Same with this side, she's done. The pitman arm right here is actually in pretty good shape. Really know where the threads are all in good, or the whatever that is, gear mesh shape. It's all in good shape. So I may not need to replace this, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I already got it out. Hold on to this for spare parts if I need it later. This is the one tie rod on the, I believe this is the driver's side. I put some tape on here earlier so I could remember which side is driver's side. So as you can see, like, this thing it's super shot there. This one's not as bad, but still on the way out. And then the way I got that out is I went ahead and used a sledgehammer and just literally gave this a good solid wallop, 2 wallops, and came out just on the grass over there, nothing crazy. Did the same thing on this side, and like an idiot, I had the nut on here because I wanted to protect the threads earlier. I don't know why, it's a piece of crap because I'm throwing this thing out anyway, but freaking smashed the nut on and I can't get the damn thing off now. So we're gonna go ahead and use the angle grinder, cut it off, and then head back up to the truck and keep working. And about 20 seconds later, she's off. So I can inspect the passenger side, just as bad on the outer one. Inner one, I was about to touch that. That's gonna be hot as crap. I just sawed that bolt off. But yeah, she's probably pretty toast too. So pretty much done with that. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring this back up to the truck, power wash this off a little bit so I can see what the heck I'm doing, and gonna get reinstalled. Definitely, I did not expect to have problems trying to get off the tie rods. I thought I was gonna have problems trying to get the these guys off, and if I didn't have the press, I most certainly would have had problems. Maybe a sledgehammer would have worked, but this press and a puller are by far, I would say, required for this job, pretty close to it. So let's head back up to the truck and put this back on. So that just about does it. Went ahead and, so all the new stuff is on, tightened down. Obviously we got to get an actual alignment before we go ahead and start driving this thing around, but steering wise it should feel pretty solid now. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the wheels and tires back on, let her down, and pretty much be the end of this project. Nothing too Besides it raining out here multiple times, it really wasn't too bad. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully good old Slate here should be steering a lot better in the near future. All we got to do now is get an alignment. So it's probably off a little bit, but it's good enough for now. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll get back to you as best I can. If you have any, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe on the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.